It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They find some open field here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Throwing on first down. McCarthy steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Three times.
Game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the and he'll go deep.
So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Williams throw there complete to Allen.
And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Williams under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jonathan Greener running in to pick up the sack. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they do.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you're responsible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off play action. McCarthy. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He spins free. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Swift. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's Aaron Jones. Trotting back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
the leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
50 yards.
And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of his franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. 5 plays there on that drive.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they move the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to throw. Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his... Before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And out across midfield down to 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, McCarthy.
This is caught by Addison.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I sailed into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 3, second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Sack by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. On 1st down, McCarthy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 3rd and long. McCarthy. And shutting him off now open field. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Throwing on 1st down. McCarthy being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll run right here with Swift. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back to throw. Williams. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And will find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 45. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play changes the complexion of things here. Just outside the 30. Off play action. McCarthy. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Off the play fake. McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Bears down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Finding Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Allen's got it. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the type. To avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Santos' kick is up and through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover. And that should just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.